We're going live now to Prince Edward County. Premier Ford is making an announcement alongside his infrastructure minister. Let's listen in.
He was elected in October 2019, and October 19th, 2019. And I'll be floored, and I'll stand up here and apologize to all the greedy politicians if he calls the election early. But let's face it, he wants his pension. He's not going anywhere until October, let's say 20th, 2025, because there's him and a whole bunch of other politicians that want to grab the taxpayers' money. So my bet is he's not doing anything. He's just putting on a big show like he has for the last number of years there.
Based on your answer, does that mean you won't be calling an early election next year?
Well, again, we haven't made that decision yet. I'll tell you, we aren't calling an election this year, and we're going to make sure that we continue with prosperity and creating jobs and opportunities for the people of Ontario. We're going to continue giving opportunities to regions, just like this one we're here today announcing the Water Enabling Infrastructure Fund.
Premier Ford, Minister Surma, Jason Parks, Picton Gazette, and thank you for coming to Prince Edward County today and delivering this great news for our local residents.
Thank you.
In the 1960s, the province commissioned a highway that would connect the Skyway Bridge, which you referenced, to the town of Picton. It was a concrete road built by local hands, McFarland Construction Company. It was all local guys. Yep. It was a point of pride in this community. It was smooth as Pearson Airport runway for 30, 40 years. In 1998, the Harris government downloaded this road to the municipal hands. The current estimate to fix that road is $30 million, and it's way beyond whatever Prince Edward County ratepayers could possibly afford. Yep. It's voted as one of Canada's worst roads by CAA. I heard the laundry list of great infrastructure projects that you guys have going. When can we see something happen with 49, and could the province provide some leadership on this?
Sure. So Highway 49, you're right. There's a lot of history behind that. I'll say it right now. If we can get the feds on board, then we'll be on board. So if they can pitch in money, we'll pitch in money, and the county can pitch in some money, we're ready to go on it. So I guess our next challenge is to make sure we get the federal government to give us some infrastructure money that's desperately needed, not only just here, but around Ontario. So we'll be in if they can come to the table.
You mentioned the hospital shovels in the ground, and obviously this announcement's probably been in the works for a while.
Yes.
And a lot of that was championed by former MPP Todd Smith. What can you say about Todd and his legacy here in the community as a cabinet minister, as a MPP for 13 years? Well,
Todd has a great legacy here, just as a community leader and as an MPP and a minister. He's always had a strong voice down at Queen's Park, and that's why we need to elect Tyler. Tyler is going to have a strong voice at Queen's Park. You need a voice at the table, as I always say, and he'll do an incredible job. But just so proud, I call him Smitty, so proud of Smitty, all the work he's done. He's loved here. He had an excellent opportunity for a change after serving the people for a number of years here, and I encourage everyone, doesn't matter what party you're from, do your time. Work hard. If you want to stay, as long as the people want you to stay, stay. But if there's other opportunities to make 3, 4, 5 times as much money, take care of his family, God bless him, go get him.
Premier Ford, Tim Durkin with JBQ and Quinte News. The leaders of all the parties have been to the riding with the by-election coming up next Thursday.
Yes.
You had an opportunity over the long weekend. Can you tell us some of the issues, some of the concerns you were hearing from some of the residents in the city of Belleville?
Well, I went into the hardcore liberal, section of this riding, and man, if you didn't tell me it was hardcore, I wouldn't have believed it, because we had a lot of support when I was door knocking. Number one concern is just keep going. Typical concerns, you always want to improve healthcare, which we're doing. We're putting a lot of money into healthcare in this region. We're also, we've sunk over $33 billion additional dollars. We've increased healthcare on the infrastructure side by $50 billion on 50 sites, and a few of those sites are right here in this Prince Edward County. So we're going to keep focusing on that, hiring more doctors, hiring more nurses, building medical schools. So that's always a concern across the province. But do you know what pays for all that? is the economy, and making things more affordable by getting a good job, better job, and a bigger paycheck. That's what we're focused on. And just stay tuned. If it, in the next couple of months, there's going to be a huge announcement here with a very, very large company. I'm crossing our fingers that lands. I'm not 100% sure, but it's coming to town, and it's great paying jobs. And it gives people certainty and stability, knowing that they're going to collect a paycheck at the end of the week, that they can pay rent or pay a mortgage or buy a home. So this is exciting. Keep the economy strong, and just keep in mind, folks, when I took office 6 years ago, 300,000 jobs were chased out of this province. Companies were leaving. High energy costs, red tape, regulations, high taxes. Move forward, over 800,000 people are working today that were not working 6 years ago, 160,000 jobs alone. And I threw these numbers out to the great governor of New Jersey that came by the house, and we had a great chat. He could not believe the stats I was telling him. So let's stay strong. We're in a very competitive environment around the world, but we're leading the world on so many different areas.
Good morning, Premier.
Hi.
Hi, good to see you back here. Great announcement today for Prince
Thank you.
Edward County.
Is it ever?
Nicole Clinstable, Starboard Communications. As you have been out door knocking with Tyler, I'm sure you've heard one of the biggest issues that's affecting residents here in this community is housing, access to affordable and attainable housing. What is your government doing to help not only the residents here in this community, but across the province?
Yeah, great question. Exactly our announcement today. We're putting $18.3 million into water and wastewater. You can't build anything if you don't have the infrastructure. So we're pouring money into infrastructure. The minister's been traveling around the province announcing, new water treatment plants to more pipes, sewers, and that's what's going to get things going. That represents over 500,000 new homes. So there's a great opportunity. Maybe I'll pass it over to my minister, and she can elaborate on what I just said about making sure that we get those 500,000 homes built.
Thank you very much, Premier.
And we've been hearing from the Premier in Prince Edward County, and just before he came to him, he did say, in fact, that the federal NDP and Jagmeet Singh are blowing smoke and will not be triggering a snap election anytime soon.